Okay, we're going to start out today just kind of running through a few questions that relate to percent and relate to setting up a proportion, just to kind of go through because you may not be aware of how this works. So we're going to start out. Dwayne ate brunch at a restaurant. The bill came to $36. If he left a 15% tip, what was the total cost of his brunch? So we're looking for these kind of questions. It's perfectly fine to start out with the tip, finding the tip, which would just be finding the part. So we were going ahead and done our 15%. The bill's total at the current time is $36. That's what the whole is. We're trying to find the part of the 36, which is basically 15% of 36, which really can mean if we're setting up as a proportion, we're going to say 15 times 36, and then we're going to divide by 100. That answer is going to give us our tip. But the thing about it is, I'm going to go ahead and write that down. 540 divided by 100 equals, and that's going to be 540. Now, 540 is not the answer to the question. The answer to the question is, well, what is the total cost? You found out what the tip is. Now, remember, the tip is extra. If you've been to a restaurant and someone pays tip is more. It's extra. It's added on. But what are we going to add it to? We're going to add it to 36, and that's going to give us our total. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take a look at another question like that. And this one also wants to know total cost. So the first thing we have to find is we have to find our tip. And we know that the bill for the lunch is the total before the tip. So that's going to be on the bottom. That's the whole. I'm looking for the tip to begin with. I've got to look for the tip to begin with. And that is saying 18 times 21. And then I'm going to divide that by 100. And that's going to give me my tip. That's the amount for the tip. Your answer is going to be, what was the total cost of his lunch, including the tip? So you have to add that to the cost of the lunch, which is kind of the whole or the total, to get what you're really going to pay, your second total, really. So add that, and that's going to give you the total cost of his lunch, including the tip. Make sure you pause when you need to before it moves on to the question. Okay, and this is actually should be question number 3. Make sure that you're answering them. Occasionally, someone will not answer that on the Google, on the video. So make sure that you do that. You have to do that as well. This is the same kind of question. Now I want to see you set it up and see what you can try to get for this answer. Go ahead and pause it when you need to, and then just make sure that you show your work for number 3 and you actually put the answer in for number 3 as well. The next set of questions are going to be different. These questions are asking for, they're telling you what you've actually paid, like the sale price. So they're giving you the sale price and they're giving you the discount. But what you have to find out, well, what was this before? Now, when you're talking about discount, it always means it's going to be a subtraction issue somewhere because you're taking it away from the original price because you're going to be paying less. Something's on sale, you're going to be paying less for it. So for this next question, which is actually question number 4, let's work this out. The easiest way I think to do this so that because you're going to have to subtract at some point. Let's figure out not what the percent off is, but let's figure out what the percent that we pay. And then it becomes just a tiny bit easier to work with. So think about this. If the total has to equal 100%, 75% off means that you paid for 25% of it. So that's what we can use. This is so much more helpful if you subtract now. You can mentally do that. 100 minus 75 is 25. Now, instead of using 75, use the 25. Now, again, I'm not going to pay. I'm looking for the original price. The sale price is going to go on the top. So that's the $2. The original price is always going to be on the bottom because that's going to be the bigger number. And of course, the original price is going to be the bigger number because it's on sale. So for all of these questions, X is going to be on the bottom. You're going to multiply, and then you're going to divide by the leftover number. And that's going to give you the total. Or excuse me, the original price. Sorry, the original price, which is going to be more than the sale price. Okay, and then there's nothing else to do. Once you get that answer, that's it. Put it in for number 4. You can only do it this way, though, if you figure out the percent that you're paying, which means you do have to subtract. You could do it differently and subtract something at the end and use the 75, but it's actually a little, if you can just look at it this way and learn it this way, it'll be so much simpler for you. Okay, now we're going to look at a second question together, same kind of thing. Again, instead of looking at how much percent you didn't pay, look at how much percent you did pay. So that would be 100 minus 25. You paid 75% of the price. You paid 75%. So again, look what you're doing. Now don't use 25, use 75. The original price is what I'm looking for. And then my part is going to be the sale price, which is 3. Now I'm looking for the original price, which is more. So that's going to go on the bottom. And then that's all that you have to do. As long as you use 75 and not 25, the answer that you're going to get is going to be the original price. The price before the discount. Okay, and pause when you need to. Okay, and for the last question, this is question number 6 on your paper, and also this will be number 6 on the video. Again, go ahead. I just want to see what you can do for question number 6. Just try to remember what we did for 5 and 4 and see what you can do for number 6. Same thing, you're finding the original price when you are given a % discount and you are given the sale price.